And this last Friday, I think I mentioned this last week, I got a visit from Johnny Schroer. And those of you that know Johnny and Kat, you know that they have a ministry called Mahi that serves Pohnpei, which is part of Micronesia. Thank you, Micronesia. And so they were here this summer doing some things, and their little one Kai, he had to have his tonsils out. Everything went pretty well until a week ago. I think it was Thursday, and he had some reversals. So they had to delay their return to Pohnpei. Sadly for them, happy for us. So I've asked John to come and share a little bit. I want to just introduce him first. Come on up here, John. And John flies around the world trying to get people to help, and then he goes to Pohnpei, and he's leaving actually tomorrow, right? To go back to Pohnpei, and they have a great medical outreach work there, educational work, not just on Pohnpei, but on many of the surrounding islands. So you have anything to say before we show your video?
Yes, thank you. What a blessing to be here and worship with you guys this morning. It always is. And our life doesn't permit us to be here every Sabbath of the year, but we treasure every Sabbath we are here with you. So thank you so much. For those of you that don't know, which most of you do, but every time I come back to North Hills, there's a lot of new faces I've never seen before. We do a ministry in Micronesia, which is about halfway between Hawaii and Australia. And it's little islands dotted out in the middle of the Pacific. And we've been doing healthcare and education work out there for the last about 12 plus years. So it's been quite some time. The first time I went out there was about 15 years ago. And God has blessed so tremendously over the last 12, 15 years of our work out there, and it's grown. And in the last 2 weeks, we had some really huge developments happen. We had a junior college that had just started in Victorville that went out of business because they lost their accreditation. And the junior college ran a dental hygienist program and a nursing program. And they donated their entire programs to us, which was brand new equipment that we are going to be shipping over to Micronesia. To start training programs for the local people there. So we're very excited, and we feel that God has blessed so tremendously with that. We also have several things coming up this new year. We bring over volunteers that are usually student missionaries. Sometimes we get graduates, and sometimes a little bit older midlife crisis career people that want to come and spend a little time in Micronesia and help us. And this year we have 7 people that will be out there with us for about a year, working in public health, nursing, dentistry, and also in education, teaching English. And so I will be leaving Monday to go back and start all the programs, and then be back in October or the end of the September to load our supplies that we have just recently received. And then all of us will be heading back over there. But we just wanted to take the time to thank each of you individually that have supported us over the years, and all of you as a church family that support us. And just thank you so much for the prayers and all your thoughts as we do the work over in Micronesia. We really see God blessing a lot there. And we invite any of you to come visit us. We haven't had too many of you come make the journey, which is 27 hours. But we invite any of you to come out and visit us next summer in 2016. We have a mission program, trip that's going to happen for young high school age kids. So any of you that have high school age kids that would like to take a trip to Pohnpei and do some work in some of the remote outer islands, please see me, and we would love to discuss those details. But thank you, Pastor Terry, and for all of you, for all the support and prayers, and for the prayers for our little guy. He's definitely feeling much better now.
Amen. All right, we're going to watch a video that kind of tells a little bit about Mahi.
It is Mahi International's mission to increase the quality of life in the communities of Pohnpei, focusing specifically on healthcare and education development. Most of our resources and programs focus on these two areas. Throughout 2014, we have continued to stay committed to our work in the public schools, focusing on English education in 5 of Pohnpei's elementary schools. We are excited to report that over 90% of 8th graders we teach have improved their reading levels by 4 grades or more. Within our healthcare programs, the newest development is our partnership with the University of Utah Moran Eye Center. Mahi International has partnered with the Moran Eye Center to provide sustainable eye care to Pohnpei State and to the rest of the Federated States of Micronesia. Our goal is to provide specialty clinics and training for local physicians and nurses for the next 10 years. This involves not only specialty clinics, but also the training and continued education of personnel and donation of medical equipment. At the end of this 10-year term, we will ensure that the FSM has a sustainable eye care program that will function independently. We are currently looking to develop similar partnerships with other healthcare specialties that are needed here in the FSM. In 2014, Mahi International had 9 volunteer English instructors who have focused their efforts teaching English with the use of iPad computers. We have installed English and reading learning software in these iPads to improve student reading levels. Mahi International believes this new technology has engaged students, is a fantastic educational tool, and has made a tremendous difference in increasing their reading proficiency. An additional education program that began in the fall of 2014 places teachers in remote outer island elementary schools. Currently, we have 2 volunteer English instructors at the Sapwafik Elementary School. Mahi International provided the English program for its 5 adopted schools: Polangis, Sapolab, ESDM, Saukez, and Sapwafik Elementary School. Overall, we had 9 volunteer English teachers providing a total of 3,760 hours teaching English, 156 hours of healthy lifestyle education to 461 students. The overall cost to run these programs in 2014 was $56,230. Mahi International donated 300 school desks and 85 Hooked on Phonics programs. In addition to eye care and the FSM, Mahi International has provided other medical specialists to hold clinics in Pohnpei State. These include diabetes management, cardiac care, American Heart Association basic life support training, non-communicable disease screenings, and healthy lifestyle education. Due to the shortage of registered nurses at the Pohnpei State Hospital, Mahi International sponsored and provided an RN to volunteer at the hospital. Jeffrey Georges, RN, served for 8 months primarily in the emergency room, but floated also to the medical and surgical wards when needed. Overall, there were 5,864 total hours volunteered by 38 healthcare professionals in ophthalmology, diabetes, public health, and internal medicine, serving a total of 739 patients. The total cost of these donated services is $1.2 million. The following medical equipment was donated: 1 EKG, 1 pulse oximeter, 1 ENT exam light and wall mount unit, dental supplies, and ophthalmic pharmaceuticals. None of this would be possible without your generous contributions. From all of us at Mahi International, thank you for your support.